I'm loving the violins already. And I'm hearing that could be a cello. Hold up, I forgot to do the intro. Shout out to Gigi Rollins with the Buy Me a Coffee donation request. So we got Björk Hyperballad, Brodsky Quartet version. Before I clicked on the video, I looked at the comments and people were saying that this was the best one or the best version. So I hope this is the best video of Björk to be introduced to her music. I remember vaguely when I was younger, Björk was like around, but I hadn't thought about her in years. So shout out to GG for even introducing me back to her so we can get back on the Björk train. Now, depending on how this do, we'll see. We are doing more Björk music, so that'll be dependent on whether you guys want to see it or not. But definitely interested. From what I do remember about Björk's music, it sounded very tribalistic almost. I can't remember the song I was listening to, but because this was dang near 20-some years ago. But at the same time, we're going to get reintroduced. I ain't going to waste too much of your time right here, so let's get it. Let me back it up real quick. Wow. Dude, this is wild. Her voice is actually over the instruments and it actually fits well with the track for her to be singing at such a high key, singing over stringed instruments. Bro, I wonder what key she's on, man. I got to get up on my note listening skills. You know what I mean? But I think some of the music is drowning out the lyrics, though. I still feel like this sounds kind of tribal in a way. It does kind of remind me of the Woo, the Hue. And I think I did a reaction to Ivor maybe a couple years ago. So I have links to those reactions below so y'all can see what I'm talking about, but definitely that sounds similar to that music as well. So let's take a look at the lyrics real quick. All right. So we got, let me pull this up. So we live at a mountain right at the top. There's a beautiful view from the top of the mountain, very descriptive. Every morning I walk towards the edge and throw things off like car pots, bottles, and cutlery, or wherever I find lying around. Are we there yet? It just sounds, because with singing, like verses can be longer than 2 minutes, even just on a couple bars. So I have to check that out. But she said, I think that's when the music turned up. That was the hook. So I go through all this before you wake up, so I can feel happier to be safe up here with you. I go through all this before I wake up so I can feel happier to be safe up here with you. Interesting language. It almost makes her, it's almost make it sound like a dream, doesn't it? It sounds like a dream. So I'm going to take that back real quick and we're going to keep it going. I'm just loving them strings, man.
And when it lands, will my eyes be closed or I go through all this before the rain began, so I can feel happier.
That musical build is amazing. That string almost sounds like a whistle. I like it. I like it. And it makes me feel like I'm listening to Aurora. Aurora was an artist that I reacted to a couple years ago now. I think I did a whole month of Aurora reactions on this channel. And that's the artist that closely reminds me of Björk. When I, just hearing her now just made me put two and two together that Björk is the inspiration for Aurora, probably. So, but I really love the brightness of the strings that it brought to the song. I really like how it sounded joyful, but I feel like the lyrics may tell another story, right? Because I had mentioned at the beginning of the video that it may sound like, what is it? A dream. So I'm gonna take a look at the next lyrics and see what's popping when it comes to that, okay? So let me pull this up for myself. She said, I go through all this before you wake up. No, that's the hook. It's early morning, no one is up. I'm back at my cliff, still throwing things off. I listen to the sounds they make on their way down, right? I follow my eyes till they crash. I imagine what my body would sound like slamming against the rocks. And when it lands, will my eyes be open or closed? Okay, we're really dark right there. Talking about, I imagine what my body would sound like slamming against the rocks. To say, I go through all this before you wake up so I can feel happier to be safe to be up here with you. I go through all this and then it kind of go up here, safe up here with you. We live at the mountain right at the top. It's a beautiful view. It almost sounds like wind. Imagine what my body would sound like. It's early morning, no one is up. This is very cryptic. I feel like we live on the mountaintop. I feel like the key of what's being referred to is in this first verse, and I just cannot figure it out. Every morning I walk towards the edge. You can't be talking about a literal person, are we? Because then that's a whole different context to listening to your body hit the ground. Like it became a habit, a way to start the day. Like car parts, bottles. Oh man. Nah, this is sounding like what it's supposed to sound like. But I don't know why the song is called Hyperballad. Okay, so what does hyperbolic mean? A prefix hyper means above or over, meanwhile, ballad is a slow, sentimental song about love. When you put two, it means hyperbolic. It means a song about extremely intense love and emotion. Okay, that makes sense because that when you hear the strings and stuff, they do real get intense. So the musically and instrumentally, it does say that. Björk explains the meaning of a song to a fan on AOL chat back in 1995. A crucial time in a relationship, which usually happens after 3 years. And all I can see around me with all my friends, it's got to do when you fall in love. It's so precious to you. You never know that this might be your last time. So your behavior towards your loved ones becomes very sweet and you go somewhere else to be aggressive. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I like that. Way off. I was way off with this one. That makes perfect sense. Great metaphor. I like that. So let me know what you guys feel about this one, man. I think I had a lot of fun reacting and trying to figure this one out. So let me know if you guys want to see more Björk on the channel. And I'll leave you guys the links to the things I referred to in the video down below. I'll catch you guys at another one, all right? Shout out to Gigi Rollins. Hey, see you at the next one. Peace.